So, welcome to Game Over Yeah, the video game podcast created by gamers for gamers, with your hosts, Leon.
Stag beat himself.
And to the rescue at the last minute has jumped in
Yes.
from our friend at Excamedia, Maarten van Zanten.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, no, honestly, thank you for stepping in at the last minute.
No problem.
I mean, how you doing today, my man?
Very good. Just finished work. I think I'm home for about 15 minutes.
All right, nice, man, nice.
So-
How is work going at the moment, my man, at Excamedia?
Busy because we're in the very far stage of development for Nanos.
Mm-hmm.
We're targeting the end of the month that the game will be finished.
Oh, nice, man, nice.
So hopefully it will be released very soon on PC and consoles.
Oh, let's hope so, man.
Yeah, we got a lot of good response also on the Good Game Show because last week I went for the first time in my life to South Korea, to Seoul.
Oh shit! Amazing. How was that, man?
That is really awesome. I mean, it's like Japan.
Yeah.
I bet the food was awesome.
For sure, and they all can understand English.
Oh, motherfuckers.
It's really so nice. I mean,
How good is... Sorry, carry on.
No, their English is really good for understanding and writing, but for talking, a lot of them are not so much because at school they focus more on writing and understanding and listening than on speaking.
That's so weird.
Oh yeah, that is odd.
Me
Yeah,
not speaking the English.
Yeah, but for the rest, for traveling and everything, I mean it's great. They're so friendly, they're so helpful, and yeah, just like I was in Japan, I never was worried I was lost or whatever. It's really amazing to be there. I mean, sightseeing is great, the shopping is great, eating is great, being there is great.
How good is the Wi-Fi? Because I've heard good things about the Wi-Fi.
The Wi-Fi is pretty goddamn fast.
Yeah.
It's so advanced that even my mobile phone, and I have a recent mobile phone, couldn't connect to the Wi-Fi and couldn't have mobile data because their mobile data network is much more advanced than my phone could handle.
Oh wow.
They're going to be the first that launch 5G. Now, does anyone know how fast 5G actually is?
That is fast because I tried it because in Seoul they have a lot of areas there. They tested it already. So the people I met during the expo, they showed me how fast it is. Well, I mean, just type in Google on your tablet, then blink with your eye and it's already there.
I'm going to find out the exact thing because, Leon, you will spunk your pants.
I'm sure I will.
Yeah, for the rest, the expo was really great. It was the first time for me to go there. I was invited by the Dutch embassy and the organization of the show.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, so it's really nice. I got everything was paid for me, so that was really awesome.
Even better. Oh,
yeah,
get in.
That's really good.
Okay, I've got it here. Okay, so next week it's actually happening, I think now.
Okay.
But Barcelona, Samsung and Korean mobile carrier SK Telecom are going to show off the new 5G wireless speeds of 7.5 gigabytes per second.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
What?
And their mobile network is really so advanced that
You could download a full film in less than a second.
of course, yeah, for sure. And it's really funny because in Korea, for gaming wise, they're not so much console-minded gamers.
No,
they're all mobile
Yeah.
because it's so fucking fast. It's really amazing.
That's
It's
fucking
bananas.
unbelievable. I mean, like, fucking... have they got, like, streaming game services over there? Because it would just be the most ideal place for it.
Exactly, yeah. And they just play on their mobile. Yeah, of course, in general, you see that a lot in Asian countries that they don't stare at each other, but they stare at their mobile phone or their tablet. But in there was also the same case. Everyone is playing games there. It's really awesome. It's really great to see. But yeah,
So one of my friends went over there and he was telling me about how they you can pay to join a Wi-Fi network, but the Wi-Fi networks are like there's a box and then a box, and you're literally not outside of Wi-Fi for like 5 miles sort of thing, and it's all 150, 200, 250, 300, 350 meg per second lines, and you just phenomenal.
Yeah, it's really amazing. Also in my hotel, I had pretty damn good Wi-Fi, really quickly. So for that part, it's really yeah. I think for that part more advanced than for example Japan. Really,
Yeah, they're the leaders in the world. I
yeah,
think they are for the
yeah,
speeds
really,
and stuff.
yeah. And also I saw on the Good Game Show they have like new mobile network solutions and mobile cloud solutions and everything.
Mhm.
Really so advanced. Like okay, and we are complaining in the West that we have only 100 megabyte download speed. Come on. But yeah, for the Good Game Show itself, it was really a great experience to be there. A lot of Korean gamers responded very well to our games and also to Nanos especially because I showcased there at the Dutch Embassy booth.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, so the first impression of South Korea was really mind blowing. It's really great.
Awesome, man.
Should have
Awesome.
gone North Korea, mate. Well
Well,
good over there.
next time. I will take the Stag Beetle with me. Then if Kim Jong comes, then Stag Beetle can kick his ass.
They'll fucking kick my ass. I've been murdered within minutes of going into that country. Literally, I'd say something, bam, I'd be shot. What was it? What was it? Didn't Kim Jong Il? It's now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The new, yeah. Didn't one of his like generals or something fall asleep? So he shot him with an aircraft gun.
Yeah, it was
Like they
something like that, yeah.
executed him with an aircraft carrier
Yeah,
gun.
I did hear something about that. I don't know.
To
if
be
it was
fair
on a
though,
parody site or
he
something,
is like literally a super villain. Like he's the closest thing we have to a Bond villain, realistically.
He
So we
just
can't
needs a
hate
white
too
cat.
much
He
on
just needs a white cat. That's it. And he's there.
No, he needs like a Siberian tiger. That's what he fucking needs. It's like, shush Simba, shush Simba.
Oh, brilliant.
Well,
But yeah, man. What else is going on, mine?
well, we're of course busy with our virtual reality game Vertigun, which is going pretty well.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, the tech company that we work together with for the VR project was so awesome to propose that they want to showcase our game at E3. So really excited about that.
Oh, amazing, man. Oh, that's gonna be sick. I mean, think of the exposure, my man.
Yeah, I hope so too, man. I really cannot wait for all the emails to flood in.
Right, cool, man, cool. I mean, and Nanos. I mean, what's the deal with that at the moment? I mean, last time we heard, I think you were going through the green line.
Yeah, we're still busy with the green light to get it on Steam. So if people want to vote, it'll be great. Thank you already in advance. Yeah, so we want to release it on Steam, but we're also busy with console versions. So we're looking at the possibilities, like okay, how long does it take to convert it, and what the timeline is to see if we can make a steady release when Nanos comes out, that we can have a solid release on one or more platforms.
Yeah. Oh, cool, man. Cool. That'd be sick.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good for you guys when Windows 10 comes along, because the conversion to Xbox One and stuff apparently is just like takes half a day as opposed to the usual however long it takes to convert to console.
Yeah, that's true. And also of course if a person has Windows 10 and the Xbox One in their bedroom, then they can stream it from the Xbox One to their PC in the living room. So that's awesome. Or their tablet.
The other top tip for people out there at the moment, because I've been looking into this at the moment, because I think the Stag Beetle might be getting a PC soon. Finally.
Yes, finally.
It's about time. It's about time.
Well, look. You know me, I end up spending it on mobile phones and stuff like that instead. I was looking, well, Windows 10, when's the actual full release? Is it end of July, August?
Yeah, it's really soon.
Yeah.
It is really soon.
So all of these companies are going to have pre-installed Windows 8.1 PCs that they're not going to be able to repackage and stuff. So they're going to sell because they're not going to sell as easily at a discounted rate. But you'll still be able to get Windows 10 as a free upgrade. So it's like, well, it's a no-brainer, really. Get your PC around that kind of time because you're going to get a free upgrade to Windows 10 anyway, but you're going to get maybe 50 quid knocked off, 100 quid knocked off because they know it's not as desirable.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
that's a good idea.
Did you see recently, just on that Windows 10 level, that, at one point they were kind of saying, oh yeah, and people that have pirated like Windows 7, yeah, they'll get the free upgrade to Windows 10 as well. They did at one
Really?
point. I honestly, I shit you not, they did at one point, and they have now backtracked on that.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
that's just...
After 1 year, you need to pay for it.
Yeah, and
Every company must have been looking at them like...
they're gonna, apparently they're gonna give a very I don't know, they were sort of a good offer in some sense to those people to be able to entice them in to paying for it.
Well,
to be honest, it's a case of like, look, they're not paying for anything. Any money will be better than them fucking pirating it. So
Yeah,
true. And I will end up buying the Windows 10 license because they really pulled off a great job. I tested it. I use it now, Windows 10.
Oh, nice.
Virtually to test it out. And I like it a lot. I mean, it's not so different than Windows 8.1 or anything, but the different things like Cortana and everything, it makes it really interesting. I really believe in their concept, so I think I'm going to support them.
Cortana's shit though.
Sorry?
Fucking Cortana is shit for the mobile. I've tried it and I was like, okay, this is not what I asked. This is not at all even close to what I asked.
Well, you need to use it for PC. That's
the thing. I think also Windows 10 is a whole different concept and stuff, and that's when actually Windows Mobile actually stands a chance, because at the moment their mobile system is quite simplistic and missing a lot of stuff in comparison to iOS and Android.
Yeah, I think for that part, I have the feeling that for a long time their mobile platform is like, okay, we do it because then we have competition for Apple and Google, but they didn't push it like it has to be a success. We need to make it a success. We need to make it for the people, for the customers. But basically they thought, we earn money from Windows 10 already. We don't give a fuck. Just launch a platform and a couple of games and that's it.
Well, I think with the mobile side of things, they because they bought Nokia, which is a big move, and they have quite a big market of the lower end phones. So like the under £100 or the under maybe £15 a month sort of market. They have quite a big proportion of that, but they've never really hit that medium to high tier market very well. And they haven't said anything yet, but they haven't released a top end phone for a good 6 to 9 months, and it would make sense that around the Windows 10 time they might go for the new brand of Microsoft, because everything that's Nokia branded, they still are Nokia branded, but they are selling them cheaper to try and get rid of that stock, because they don't really want that brand name anymore. They want it to be Microsoft Lumia for everything. And I'd be surprised if maybe around the August, September time we don't see a flagship phone from Microsoft that might have some of the things that we expect. So Sony have got the integration with the PS4. I'd be very surprised if we don't see integration to PC and Xbox One with a top end phone and some things like that, which could be good. I mean, there's markets there that, that there is a gaming market, and I think a lot of people, they're gamers, but their phone can't really do. If you could do what you wanted on that phone, you probably would go to a gaming kind of design phone, and I think there's definitely a market there for something along those lines.
No, fair enough, man, fair enough.
And for the low end, for the mid range line of the Lumia, you have the 740 XL. This is a big phone, but the nicest thing is that it has dual SIM, and it's still cheap.
It is cheap. They also do a 535, which I think we sell for 50 quid. But it's a 5 megapixel front camera, a 5 megapixel back camera, and a 1.2 quad core. And actually, it's not that bad a phone. I mean, I personally wouldn't use it myself, but for someone that's going to spend 50 quid or maybe £7.50 a month, it's a lot better than a lot of the other stuff on the market. It's quite a big screen as well. But we had a customer in, I won't go into too much detail, but a customer was complaining to me about how they had they'd got an Android phone. I won't name what brand it is, but let's just put it as it's a cheap as fuck Android phone. And then they were saying like, well, hold on, can you do this? And I was like, yeah, of course I can. And they go, well, I can't. I was like, well, my phone is a Galaxy S6 Edge, and yours is a like a £45 phone. It's kind of like going a Ferrari against a clapped out old Escort. It's not really like a fair comparison. He goes,
Nope.
well, I don't think this is fair. I think I've been missold. And I was just like, no, you haven't. You're just not going to be able to. It's like, if you go and pick up the cheapest laptop at Curry's or PC World or somewhere like that, you're definitely not going to be able to run, Crisis 3 on top end performance. It's just,
Of course,
it's physically impossible, and it's there's some people out there that just don't seem to grasp that, I think.
Yeah, but that's really like the average consumer's thinking, their expectations. If I buy a computer, I can do everything. No.
Yep.
It's different. No. When I buy a computer or buy a phone, it needs to do everything that I want it to do. No. They just don't believe it. They don't, in their mind, the expectations are so high.
Yeah.
Even for a cheap ass phone.
I always smile at people that go, oh, they're so expensive, and it's like, well, in one way, yes. Your top end phones are expensive. If you think about it, like, you could buy a car a lot of the time, like a second-hand car, cheaper than you can buy that phone.
Yeah.
But that thing can do a lot. Like, if we go back 10 years to a 3210, and like we were like, this is the height of technology. I can play Snake. I can send 140 or 160 characters as a text message that takes 2 minutes to type out, and I can make calls. Wow. And now, like, I think I made a tweet the other day about how, like, now I'm used to like 4G and like stuff like that. The second I get bad signal or whatever, I'm like, the world has ended. This is shit. This is fucking bullshit. Fucking, what am I paying these fuckers for? Like, I can't connect. And like, I remember, like, Virgin Media I used to have when they were, or Virgin Net when they were Virgin Net, and I used to go onto like chat rooms and stuff, and it would take 20 minutes to connect to a basic Word kind of like chat system, because the internet is just like, it's come a long way. And like, especially now we look at, the amount, that speed, 7.5 gigabytes per second. Are you shitting me? That's literally, you could download pretty much the whole library of Xbox One in what, I don't know, half an hour?
Yeah, probably.
Something like that. That's mad. Crazy.
Anyway, Martin, what games have you been playing lately?
The Witcher 3.
Oh, how is it, man?
How are you getting on with it?
It's really great, but I have to say that because of the busy things going on, I sometimes just have 1 hour, and then I find myself, I noticed I'm just clicking everything away.
Yeah.
Want to have the action, but for so far, the graphics are cool. The story is nice. I really think that the developer made a really solid RPG. It's really great.
What platform are you playing it on?
Xbox One.
I was gonna go pick it up actually on when I get paid, but one of my friends is close to finishing it, and he said I can borrow it afterwards, and I'm looking forward to it. I think it's something that, like, I loved Skyrim and things like that, and I love when you like get into a sort of RPG, like you kind of get lost in that world, and it looks like there's definitely lots of different side quests and going off and doing what you want to do and stuff like that.
It's really big, and there are really a lot of things to explore. So sometimes I really feel bad. I just have 1 hour, and then when I completely in the game, then I think, oh shit, it's midnight. I need to get up. The 1 hour is just over in the heart.
Yeah.
So, how many hours have you kind of put into the game so far, Martin?
So far, I think 6 hours.
6
Not
hours.
Much.
And what's the sort of the general feel at the moment? Are you enjoying the mechanics and?
Yeah. I really like the interaction in the world where you are.
Yeah.
How people respond to you, and how can you be the villain or the good guy? By helping people or not. And they respond to you. So as soon as you kill someone in a new village, then you'll become a bad person and everyone is chasing you. So another day I discussed it with a couple of my friends, and I told them, I said, I think The Witcher 3 fulfilled a lot of promises that Peter Molyneux, a lot of years is saying but cannot do.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, that's some big words there.
Yeah, but I mean, the good things and bad things and how they are let your character evolve and the reputation that you're getting.
Mhm.
I think on the time that Fable 1 came out, that's what Peter Molyneux thought that the game should
Yeah.
be.
That's right.
So
Yeah.
for now,
It never really quite led up to that, did it? It kind of was.
exactly.
You could really. There was two paths, not like sort of
Cillian.
a medium path of evil or
Oh.
stuff. It was kind of you either went one way or the other. And,
Yeah, exactly.
and
So I
then-
mean, Fable 1 is a great game. 2 and 3.
I love Fable 1.
Yeah.
2 and 3 was didn't like.
No, me too.
Yeah.
Especially what was it? 3 with the breadcrumbs that you
Oh,
cannot.
three was awful, but I didn't mind 2. I still played 2. I played like some of it. There was like some co-op elements as well, if I remember rightly.
Oh, can be.
Which was kind of fun. But yeah, it definitely wasn't as good as the first one.
Yeah, the part 3 was really awful. But for the rest, of course, every night I play a little bit Killer Instinct to be in shape. Of course.
Nice.
I need to actually go back to that game and give it a solid going over because I played the other day for about 4 games and I was like, wow, I need to go back to the lab and spend 2-3 hours learning combos and combo breakers and stuff. Sorry?
Which characters do you have?
Usually I'm Jago just because that's who I started with and I just found the combos are the easiest kind of basic.
Yeah,
it's all the old school kind of mechanics to it.
Yeah.
But, I do use not Orchid. Who's the other original? The black girl. Who's that?
Sidera?
No, the other one. It might be Orchid. The one with the 2 power sticks sort of thing.
Oh, that's Orchid.
Yeah, Orchid. I like her. I quite like the
she's really cool
style of her. I haven't used I haven't really tried out any of the new characters since probably since who's the robot dude?
Fulgor.
I think that was the last new character
Wow,
I played
then
with,
you're
and then I haven't
really way ahead.
Yeah,
behind.
well, I didn't pick up any of the sort of the packs after that because I think I bought the full pack, but I didn't get it so that I could get more in the future. So I don't really play it enough to warrant forking any money out to it.
Yeah, because now I think 1.5 weeks ago. No, I think last week. Arya, the last character, came out for season 2.
Yeah.
So you're.
I've seen you put a picture of you been playing with him. Or her.
Yeah, it's really great, and the whole community is like screaming like, "Please, season 3, please, come on!" And of course,
done well.
Sorry.
It's done really well, in a sort of the beat 'em up genre has sort of always really been Street Fighter as the main one and stuff, and this is kind of given an alternative to it. I don't know how well Mortal Kombat's doing in that sense. I see people streaming it, I see tournaments and stuff, but I don't know how much that's been picked up as much.
I think not so much as Street Fighter, but a bit more than Killer Instinct because Mortal Kombat X is multi-platform and Killer Instinct is exclusive for
I
one. But yeah, like you said, I really feel. Also, I talked to other people that are really pro in the fighting game scene, and we discussed a lot. And I told them, I said, okay, but Killer Instinct is also about the frames. I mean, did you know that when you do a special move, it's consists of 5 frames? So if you do a counter hit in frame 2 or frame 5, that person cannot block your special move. So it goes that deep that you need to count the frames per animation to make sure that you can do a counter. I mean, I didn't see that ever in Street Fighter.
You might on the new one. Apparently they're going in deep on that, but that's only going to be for PS4 and PC, which is...
Yeah. And they also did a very remarkable thing about that, because they told in a press conference that they want Street Fighter V to be playable for everyone. So
it's not.
In that level, it will be super easy to pick up, super accessible.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know. Well, we'll see how it turns out.
Wait for Street Fighter V, but For fighting game wise, and the depth and how Iron Galaxy is doing everything with the community, the
Yeah.
textual streams and the reveal of the characters, and they really listen to the community. Yeah, it's really awesome. I mean, I vouch for Killer Instinct anytime.
I'm shocked that they haven't picked up more older IPs because I know they're doing something with Clay Fighters, which I think is a great idea.
It is.
But what was the PlayStation? Bloody Raw? Was
Oh
that it?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That was an
Yeah.
awesome fighting game, and like it's kind of died. There's nothing about it or anything, and that could be quite a good, especially with the modern day. I love the fact it was a 3D arena and stuff, and you had the ring outs and stuff. It wasn't so much a two-dimensional thing for it. Obviously Tekken they're doing stuff with. They'll, that brand is never dying. That will be around for the rest of time.
I did play the free-to-play version of Tekken.
Yeah.
I downloaded on PS4 and I thought, wait a minute, what's this? Why do I need to buy things before I can play it? Why? I really couldn't get the concept, and I just played it for like 1 hour, and I just deleted right away. I couldn't get into the whole Tekken vibe. I don't know what it is. Maybe I played too much Tekken. I don't know, but no, I don't know.
Oh man.
Tekken 2 was probably one of my favorite games ever. I loved that, but I think the problem is that it's kind of the thing for me was that the best part of a beat 'em up was always local multiplayer.
Oh yeah.
I don't really have 4 or 5 of my mates round that often to battle it out and stuff. You're really playing online.
Yeah.
And I couldn't give a fuck if I win or lose against someone online that much. There's no real drive. Whereas bragging rights over my best mate, they're worth something. It's important.
Yeah, that's true. But for that part, maybe you should try to do like ranked matches for Killer Instinct, because you start out with bronze. Everyone does. Then you basically fight against the people with the same same status. So bronze against.
Yeah, I play rank, but
Yeah.
I just don't. The thing is, I need to. Those kind of games, you really do need to, like you're saying, you go back to it, you keep yourself sharp and stuff, and you need to get into the groove of it.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those games that I don't really want to invest enough time in because I'm playing other stuff. And it's a case of I thought Mortal Kombat might change my opinion because I kind of really liked it when I started playing it, but I think it was more I just really loved the story because I love the way. The same as Injustice, I love the way that the story flows straight into the fight, and then you go straight back into the story, and it keeps you interested in it. And I want to do the whole story in one go. I don't want to sit down and wait and stuff like that.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I also do it in one go. I finished the story mode, and Mortal Kombat X. I really have to say, I also did a review for Xbox Netherlands website, and we had some arguments with me and my teammates because I wanted to give it a 100. It was that perfect.
Really?
Yeah, because everything worked. The combos worked. The characters worked. The whole world, the whole universe of Mortal Kombat, it was solid. I couldn't see anything in the game while I was playing it for a week that I thought, no, that's not like Mortal Kombat. Now
I would like to see more customization.
Really?
There's only certain skins, whereas I like it when like when you play. What was a good example? Soul Calibur did it quite well. You could have multiple different color schemes of different bits and pieces and stuff, and it just gives you. I just like fiddling with people's shit.
Yeah.
I like making it my own sort of thing rather than. I don't like it when I see someone else with the same.
Always choose female characters, right?
Yeah, maybe a couple of the male ones as well. But no, it's I always used to I love the customization thing, and it was one of the things I really hated about UFC. You can make your own character, right? You can make game face, and my character looks quite a lot like me, so I want to play with him online. Can't play with him online.
No, that's really
fucking stupid.
Yeah, that's true.
I understand why they did it because creator fighters became like you could max a character, and it became this whole idea of like if you played anyone else that didn't have a creator fighter, you were going to win. You could just knock people out too easy. But you surely the easy way around that is you just have it so that there's either creator fighter mode or normal mode, not create and them. Yeah, just because they always had that thing you could do only that, both or only that. Why don't you just have that or that, and then it just straight away you've got another game mode to carry on. And who doesn't want to see their own avatar kicking the shit out of someone?
Yeah.
Like it looks cool.
Yeah, that's really true. But for UFC, for that part, I really didn't like it so much.
I'm biased. I'm a heavy UFC fan, but also a heavy.
Yeah, me too. But for the game,
heavy game fan. And the thing is, I found it's not as complex in some ways as Undisputed was.
Yeah.
But when you go up to the high ranks, fuck my life, it is.
Yeah, that's true.
You get to the high ones, and it's like I've just got into Red Stripe Black Belt. I played a little this week, and oh my god, some people know what they're doing. Like, there's strategies involved, and there's all this stuff, and that I think that's a game that's only going to evolve more because there's the thing I like about it is there's so much. You can get good at the striking, but if someone can put you on the floor and keep you there, well, you're going to lose. And then it's like you've got to be good at every part of that game, otherwise you will lose straight away.
Yeah, I think it was indeed less complex. I mean, you can with the press of the right analog stick, you can just escape someone's. Like what the hell is this? Wait a minute. So, yeah, for the controls and really missed that oomph if you punch someone. The heavy sound that you hit someone that UFC Undisputed had. But UFC didn't have it.
I think it did. I think because
not so much.
Well, maybe not as much. I don't know.
No, totally not as much. I turned up the volume really hard because I thought it was my TV, and I played a lot of matches. And I thought, wait a minute, where's that oomph? Where's that impact? You really hit someone.
You're just not hitting people hard enough, Martin. That's your problem.
I maxed out my fighter, man. I was almost out. Oh, that's also another thing I don't like. I mean, you're really up in the high ranks and you're playing, you're winning matches, blah, blah, blah. Then suddenly, boom, your career mode is over. What? Why?
Yeah.
You need to start over again? Why?
I'll tell you what I don't like is playing the computer on the ultimate mode because you can't beat it. You physically can't beat it. It's like you throw a punch, yeah, he blocks it. It doesn't matter. The computer is like the perfect defense.
Okay.
No matter what you do.
Wow.
So like if let's say you go take two reasonably even characters, play the computer on hardest mode, 10 games, I guarantee you won't be above 2 or 3 wins because he just fucking fucks you up every time. As soon as you think, oh, I've got oh fuck, he blocked it and swung, and oh yeah, I'm knocked out. What the fuck? It pisses me off. Unless you like play really, really cheesy and you kind of like dashing out and dashing in and just wasting time and leg kicks and stuff. And I don't like doing that. I want to swing if I'm fighting.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, let's ring the bell on this beat 'em up section.
Yes.
Now.
Yeah, no, we went into heavy beat 'em up.
Yeah,
section
you did, for sure. And I think we should jump into the usual last question, my man. Do you want to do the honours, Mike?
Well, you said the food was good. You know the question's coming. What is the best thing you've had in the last... Well, let's make it 2 weeks.
You know what? In fact, let's just say, what was the best thing you had in South Korea?
The best thing I had in South Korea...
Obviously.
Oh, okay. The best thing I had was called mayakimbap. And that's the Korean version of sushi.
Okay.
Smaller, and they eat like the whole small rolls in once. It's like a snack.
Oh,
and they call it a mayak because in Korean, mayak means drug or addictive. And because when you eat it, you want to eat again. You want to eat more. And it's really true because...
Sounds about right.
I ate a lot of different Korean food because I ate a lot when I was there.
Yeah, I bet.
It's really healthy because a lot of food is mostly with vegetables, so it's very healthy. So I just thought, okay, if it's healthy and good, okay, I'm gonna eat plentiful because maybe I'm here in South Korea once in my life, so I'm gonna enjoy it. But for the American pop, I really like it so much that I was in the airport in Seoul waiting for my flight to Beijing,
Yeah.
and it was 10 minutes before boarding, and I rushed to that restaurant where they had it to get that last Maggie pop before I went to board to the plane. So
Brilliant.
yeah, that was the best food I had so far.
Oh,
I
it
think,
What's
sounds
the
in
tasty.
Seoul.
what's
Yeah.
the like the big drink over there? Like you know how like obviously, well, you have Coca-Cola or whatever. What's like their big brand sort of thing?
The big brand. Well, they have their local Korean beer, which is really good.
Mhm.
They mix it with like a strong alcohol thingy. Basically, at night, you have of course during the day the street food vendors,
Mm-hmm.
and at night they all have like big tents around them, and they
Mhm.
want to create like a living room atmosphere where everyone is just sitting down and having dinner, late dinner with drinks. Then they serve like one shot of alcohol, one shot of beer. They put it together, and then you have like that stick to then just put it in. Then the foam will come up, and they say that the alcohol will mix more stronger with the beer, and it tastes more. It tastes really good. So I don't know what the name of it is, but it's like a mix between strong alcohol and beer. That's all the thing I know.
Oh, okay, fair enough, man. Fair enough.
I will look it up.
All right. Well, we'll have to check it out and find out for next time.
Typical other drink that I find very nice and refreshing because I'm there when I was, it was like 30 degrees, so it was very warm.
Mhm.
They had like a banana drink, a banana milk drink that I really liked.
Oh, fair enough.
I want to
So,
say what the best thing I ate this week was because it was exceptional.
Oh yeah, go on.
okay.
I had a Krispy Kreme donut burger with maple bacon, maple syrup, and then it had, I think it was mild chilies and pepper jack cheese, and it blew my mind. Like it was like the most indulgent thing I've ever eaten, I think, and I couldn't move afterwards, and
Yeah.
I just literally was like content for the rest of the day, just lying there like, oh, this is so good.
Oh, sounds good.
And then like afterwards, we were like chatting and stuff, and someone said, "Oh, I wonder what like the calories is in that." And I was like, I do not want to know." So we went on the website for them. It's 3,400 calories in that burger.
Wow. It was really funny because when you said that, the camera went sort of towards your gut instead of your face. Perfect timing. Couldn't have been better.
Yeah, it was yeah, my diet got fucked up last week by that.
I can imagine that.
Jesus.
No, the beer I found, it was Cass beer.
Ah, okay.
Oh, there we
CASS.
The thing that didn't help that was the fact that I thought it'd be a really good idea. I had like fries with it, but I thought a peanut butter milkshake would be a good side to that.
Oh God.
So yeah, I was lethargic is one word. The other word was fucked. Literally in like a coma of like sweetness and meat, and oh, it was so good.
Oh man.
But yeah.
Sounds amazing. Sounds amazing.
Nice. And yeah, for me, also I had a really good barbecue in Germany. I was invited by friends. They
Oh,
invited
nice.
like 40 people, and they massive amount of meat.
Bratwurst.
So also yes, but yeah, that was really awesome too.
Oh, wicked, man. Wicked.
Everyone likes a barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
Right, man. Well, I think.
Leon, what's the best that you've been eating lately?
Well, I had some linguine frutti mare.
Okay.
So basically, oysters, like squid rings, kind of thing, all of that kind of thing, and with
Yeah.
linguine. It was really nice. It was
Sounds good.
yeah, it was really tasty. I was in London at the weekend.
Uh-huh.
Really nice, just a leisurely stroll around Regent's Park and all that kind of jazz. It was really nice. But yeah. Oh, on other news, I recently went to the National Video Game Arcade in Nottingham,
Oh wow, what was that?
Yeah, you did.
and it was bloody awesome.
Okay.
Let us know. Come on.
Well,
Yeah.
basically this place consists of like 3 floors. I going through the grounds, And down there, you've got, I think you've got a couple of cabinets down there. I think I saw like Turtles in Time. I think I saw that cabinet there. There's sort of the reception area sort of is there, where you can kind of buy tickets to be able to actually go through sort of the rest of the experience. You can go upstairs, and there's like this place called, I think it's called Toast, if I remember rightly. The Toast Bar, that's it.
Okay.
Where basically there is some consoles for you to play. I think there's an Xbox 360, a Wii I saw as well. I think there was a Sega Mega Drive. But yeah, and there was a sort of a selection of games there that you could just put in, play, while you're, order your cheese toasty and a drink or something like that.
Good idea.
It's really, really sort of sweet idea there. They also from 5 p.m. on Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, they do serve alcohol as well, so it kind of sort of turns into a bar a little bit as well. So
Rampage.
Yeah, which is kind of cool. But then, I actually paid to go in, kind of thing, and it was actually a lot of fun. First of all, when you kind of go in there, the first area that's there, well, at the moment, was Mission Control. Basically, where there was a couple of games there. There was Lilac Wars on the N64. There was I sat down. I sat down and played a couple of levels.
Got it.
I was just like, yes, I'm in for this. And then there was a cabinet behind me, but I can't remember what game was on it now. But there was this the actual thing called Mission Control, which was there. There was basically this sort of large screen at the top. There was sort of two smaller screens with some consoles in some sense there, where there was this sort of one screen where it had basically individual pixels, sort of kind of lights in some sense. And you could kind of turn off the lights and sort of turn on the lights in some sense to be able to make a sprite kind of thing, because it's sort of like a square. It's like a square grid in some sense. Right. There's basically 3 of them on each side, and it means that you can kind of create the animation for your character, because you're using the free kind of button grids in some sense to be able to input your character, because that's the 3 frames of your character. So there's 2 people in some sense doing that. So that's your kind of you're inputting your character into the game, which is kind of cool. And there's actually a person drawing the enemy on another table, and that gets scanned in, and that is actually ends up being the enemy in the game as well. So I mean, cool. The developers there are sort of at hand, or maybe someone there at hand. And to be fair, just to note on this, all of the staff are the most friendliest people that I've ever met. Seriously, they were just so oh, are you really enjoying it? Oh, is it good? So positive, so so
American
enthusiastic.
kids entertainers.
It was amazing on that kind of enthusiasm level over 9,000. Then I sort of went upstairs, and they've at the moment they've got the jump exhibition at the moment, and there was this sort of little alleyway. So it was a little corridor sort of round into kind of the main room that had all these sort of picture frames up. With there's a little button at the bottom in some sense, and there's a screen in some sense on within the picture frame, and it was just different characters on different screens, and if you press the button, you could see how that character jumped in some sense. So it was just basically there was like I said, this corridor round into the sort of the main exhibition kind of thing was it was really sort of really cool to see in some sense, very sort of bright colours in some sense, on the screens with the characters there just jumping. That's all it is. But
sounds like a bit of fun.
Yeah, no, it was really cool to see it in some sense on that level, because at the end of the day it is an exhibition as well. So then we went through, and there was this someone had kind of saw this thing where you had to kind of program this robot in some sense to be able to kind of perform to kind of do a jump in some sense, And the cool thing is that you can kind of edit the parameters to be able to kind of like make it zero gravity. This is actually all on a screen in some sense.
Yeah.
Adjust. You can adjust everything. You can adjust all the settings. The weight of the robot. What angle you're putting the jump at. I sort of made it so ridiculous that, like, I ended up standing there for like I think it was about 5 minutes watching this robot thing fly like in a diagonal, like straight diagonal, and the person next to me just going, "What have you done? I think you might have broken it." And it didn't actually even land in the end because, I got to the end of the world.
Gravity took off. Boom.
Yeah, literally, I had gravity off.
Superman.
There was literally zero mass, so it was just like, I'm just gonna keep going.
Wow.
But it was really cool. Just on that kind of level, they had other things there where there were sort of other games where it was literally like you only press jump, and it's like a mobile. I think it's a mobile game where you're literally just a sort of running man, and you're like jumping from building to building while things are like crashing down, and literally all you're doing is pressing jump. But the cool thing about it is that they'd rigged the floor so that you could jump in some sense instead of actually pressing the button kind of thing. They had quite a few things like that there, which was really cool to see. They had sort of some old school like sort of side-scrolling games because there was sort of a lot of them had kind of a decent jump mechanics. So like Sonic the Hedgehog was kind of there. Zool, which I haven't seen in an age, and that was on.
Oh wow!
That was actually on the fucking what device?
Jaguar.
Was there? No, it wasn't a Jaguar. No, it was older than that. It was like I think
Super
it was
Nintendo?
I think it was a Commodore, or it might have been an Amiga. No, it was an Amiga. It
was
an
Amiga,
Amiga.
isn't it?
Yeah. And I was just like, oh my god, I haven't seen one of these in years. And I just sort of sat down and I have to play a bit of Zool.
It's a good game.
Yeah, for sure. Then they sort of had another extra. Oh, fucking hell, what was that? You right there, Martin? Oh. I don't know what happened there.
I think someone died.
It sounds like it.
I think he might have died.
I think Martin's dead.
You killed him.
Rest
Leon.
in peace. That's really funny that it just sort of like. Did he like start the call then? Is that why it like dropped then? He must have dropped his device that he was actually doing.
Yeah, I think he literally just dropped his laptop or something.
I think he did. I think that's what just happened.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
Hold on,
back.
there he
For
is.
fuck's sake! I need to readjust again now. All right, okay.
What did you do?
What did you do? Did you drop your device or something?
I kind of dropped my laptop because I wanted to grab something, but the cord was not long enough. I wonder how it sounds like boom or not.
Yeah, it was pretty loud bang, and then something.
Nice.
Yeah, but do you know what the funny thing is as well? Because you started the call, the call hung up. It was so dramatic. It was just sort of like boom, and then the call dropped, and I was like, "What the fuck just happened?"
The end of EastEnders happened then. But please, Leon, at that point, just put in boom, 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 boom.
Game over, yeah.
Game over, yeah.
Exactly.
Laptop on the floor. Where were you?
Anyway, I'll get back onto the National Video Game Arcade because I have to finish off with this. They've got a history of video games in 100 objects. So there was sort of got quite a few cool things there. There was the Virtual Boy, which I'd never seen one before. And
haven't you?
No, I didn't get to play it or anything. It was because it's in like a glass cabinet kind of thing. But there was just sort of some really cool things there in general. There was what was it? Spectrum. All that kind of jazz.
Oh, the Specky.
Yeah,
awesome.
man. There was also the Hall of Inputs, where there was just basically loads of different video game controllers. So I mean, if you think about it, there was like Guitar Hero because it's kind of a very different controller. There was this really elaborate flight stick setup, which I had no idea what it was for. I just kind of had a look over and went, "Yeah, that looks way too intense for me. I'm out." But there was some other cool things there as well. In regards to the inputs, there was do you remember on the Dreamcast? Yeah.
Fishing rod.
Fishing rod. There it is.
Yeah,
he
that's
got
fishing.
it. He got it.
One of the best games ever.
Right.
The Dreamcast was so ahead of its time.
It
What was
was.
the other thing? Didn't it have bongos as well?
It,
It had it before the Nintendo. Congo Bongo or something
I
like
think
that.
you're right. I think you're right.
Oh.
And also Parappa the Rapper.
Oh yeah.
Okay. You need to follow instructions.
Yeah, the fishing game was sick. I loved that.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Well, I mean there is also there was sort of one more floor which is sort of down below where they've got like it's right in the basement in some sense of this building, where they're just running Minecraft stuff at the moment.
Oh my
so,
god.
but there's I think it was like six iMacs or something like that, like some big like those iMac screen kind of things. Yeah, they're playing there, and then there was also a projector setup, where like I suppose the admin in some sense is playing kind of thing, and that screen's up there, and so there was a bunch of kids basically playing Minecraft down there.
Fair enough.
Now I did sort of kind of get chatting with some of the people there. And, they are going to be doing events in the future. They do talks as well. They get developers in and stuff like that. So they're really sort of trying to go for like a museum, as well as like a little hideout for gamers. It's going to be really cool. And like they're apparently they're going to be, their offices are on the top floor at the moment, but apparently might be moving their offices so that they can have another floor. Which would be good.
Where is it? Nottingham, did you say?
It is in Nottingham, yeah. And a lot of fun. Definitely recommend it highly. I definitely will be going again, and I'm hoping to probably work with them in the future as well. So, definitely go and check it out. But yeah, I mean, Mike, man, what have you been playing with, man?
Well, I went to games night last week.
Oh yeah.
Some ex-host Dean has a little games night now and again, and pretty much every single person he invited turned up. So it was like very crowded.
So how many people were there, man?
I think it was about 10 of us.
Oh fuck, man, that is quite
nice.
a few in that small room as well. Because
it was pretty intense. What did we play? Right, so they started off. They were playing Injustice when I got in there, and I could not stop crying with laughter because most of them are quite funny. But one of them was using Aquaman, and every time he did the like wet move or whatever, he just kept going moisture. And I just found it. I was very drunk at this point already, and I just found it fucking hilarious. So we actually started playing after that. So we played Smash Bros. I hadn't actually played on the Wii U Smash Bros yet, so it was my first time on it. Who is the champion?
Oh shit!
That's right.
The Stag Beetle.
Young Link fucks everyone up.
Nice.
Then we played some Mortal Kombat, and I almost won. It was close, but I kind of fucked up at the end, and then I was like, oh shit. And we also played something else. It's going to annoy me now. I can't remember what it was. What's the game with the fencing?
Fencing.
It's two stick men running at each other with fencing.
Nidhogg?
Nidhogg,
something like that. Yeah.
That's a really fun game. I hadn't really played it before properly.
It is a cool game. I remember watching Resonance Arcade when they did their stream. I remember watching them play it, and I was just like, oh my god, I need this game in my life.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a very simple concept, but there's a rule that you don't chase someone, because you'll get a better position.
Yeah.
And they specifically told me you don't do it, so I started doing it, and they were like, "It never works," and then it worked, and then everyone looked at me like I was like some kind of game shark. Okay, how much have you actually played this game? But after that, I very quickly lost. But no, it was a really good laugh. I also got inspired last week.
Oh yeah.
Certain game came back into my life that I hadn't played in a little while. Fallout 3.
Okay.
dusted off the
is that
old.
because of the old Fallout 4
Might
trailer
have been
drop-in?
just a little bit to do with that. I'm thinking Amazon and Bethesda are also enjoying the fact that they're at 1,500% higher sales than they were before.
Yep.
Because people are like, oh yeah, I'll buy that now. But yeah, I forgot how much I love that game.
Yeah. So I mean, are
and
you hyped for Fallout 4 now? Then I mean, like, what did you think of the trailer?
Trailer's the trailer. The trailer shows you nothing.
So are
that's the
you just
Fallout
waiting?
trailer,
Are
man.
you just waiting for the Bethesda,
E3. E3.
E3?
I'd like to see a little bit more. I think it depends on if they put in any weird mechanics or stuff. But look, put it this way: I loved Fallout 3. I loved Fallout New Vegas. I loved Elder Scrolls, and that had a bit more evolution of how it looked and stuff. And people were complaining about, oh, it looks like a PS2 graphics. Fuck off. It looks good.
I saw the backlash. There's been a massive backlash.
Yeah, fuck off. They're doing something clever, right? They're showing you what it looks like on the consoles because that's what they want to like big up and stuff. It's going to look better on PC as well, but they don't want this whole Watch Dogs, these impossible graphics.
Exactly.
And then the game comes out and then people are like, well, that's not how it looks now. And I think that's a really good thing. I think it will be phenomenal. I think... I just like all of the Fallout games I loved, and I just think that like they're gonna have to do a lot to fuck it up. Is the honest answer, because I'd probably just go for an expansion on one of the old ones, and I'd still be happy. So a whole new world and like some of the stuff looked really good, and I don't know why people were complaining about like how there's actually like colour in the sky and stuff now. It looks like there's a much deeper world. So, I mean, I'm looking forward to when they're the first ones for E3. So,
3:00 in the morning for us.
Yeah,
on
not
Monday.
really staying up for that. You can fuck yourself. But I am looking forward to that. I think they're gonna have a strong showing. Because if they've shown that clip, and it wasn't even like a teaser. We were going, oh, are they going to try it? Like troll us and stuff. It was a 3-minute, that's their intro clip sort of thing.
Yeah.
I think they might show off a little bit in there, and they're probably going to show some Doom, the new Doom, and they're probably going to show a Dishonored 2 or something like that, or whatever. And I'm excited. I can't wait.
No,
I want that fucking game. I want to know when it's coming out.
Well, I mean, on that sort of coming out kind of level, I'm not going
You're
out
coming
of the
out.
closet. Not going out of the closet. But new releases. We've got Koalat, which is apparently a horror game. It's coming out on PC. Don't really know too much about that one. And the other one that we've got is Lego Jurassic World.
Oh yeah,
I think that does what it says on the tin.
You're not going to get many games just before E3. No one's really paying attention at the moment.
Exactly.
So, like, there's no point releasing it. It's the lull before E3. But, I mean, it's coming. It's coming, guys.
Now, apparently, also, there's been a sort of a nice little leak that's happened. Not in my trousers. But before E3, we've got the 1 terabyte Xbox One bundle with a new controller. Apparently, Amazon... kind of put a listing up about that, which the controller has the a 3.5mm headset jack and a copy of the Halo Master Chief Collection within this bundle.
I swear I'd already seen this though. Even before that, I swear there was something at some point, because I know they were doing a Master Chief Collection bundle, and I swear I saw something about a terabyte one. So maybe it's me, just my brain not working correctly, but. Like, is PS4 announced, or have they announced it yet, or is there just heavy rumours they were going to do PS4 as well?
That's sort of rumour as well, because once again, I think someone kind of accidentally leaked something. Now, I mean, for this, the listing actually initially indicated that the release date was going to be on June 15th at a $400 sort of price point. That's US dollars there. And now, I'm just sort of like on that level. I think it's sort of maybe they were going to sort of go, at E3, go, hey, look, that's what it's going to be there. But apparently they've removed all those details now. So
well, they did that. that time when they released the slim version of the Xbox 360, which isn't that version was shit. I have one of them now. It doesn't have an optical output. Thank you so much. I can't use my fucking headset with it. But like the newer version is worse than the old one.
Oh,
but,
man.
That was like one of their things where they go, yeah, it's in shops now. And like I think they might have, it would have been that kind of thing of like, it's there.
Yeah.
Did you see the news from PS4? I can't remember who said it. Like, one of the execs was like, yeah, we don't really have much of a like first party audience this year. And it's like, oh, so PS4, you don't have anything exclusive for your brand. That's not going to go well for you if Xbox are going to do what I think they're going to do. And this year is all about their exclusivity stuff. So we'll see what happens there. It's always the war between them two, though, isn't it?
Yeah, no, we haven't got long now. Haven't got long. It's going to be good, man. I'm looking forward to it big time. And
do you know what I'm looking forward to?
Yeah, what?
Splatoon. That looks really cool.
Yeah, that's really nice game. Yeah.
Have you
I'm
seen
looking
it?
forward to
Yeah,
it too.
I have. Yeah, I have seen it. Yeah.
Did you hear about the amiibos?
What about them?
Well, someone decided to, as a special offer, have the special edition amiibo only available for the people that pre-ordered it. So they were going to be very rare. And then someone hijacked the truck and stole every single one of them. So now if you get one, it's stolen goods, effectively. So they've had to say, like, make an apology to the people that aren't going to get one now, and effectively say, we're going to have to give you something else instead, because like the whole truck of them got stolen like last week or the week before. I'm sure they're going to fly off the shelves as well, because those amiibos, some of them go for silly money.
Oh yeah, for sure, man, for sure.
That's where Disney Infinity made a big mistake. They didn't make enough exclusive ones that were really rare.
Yeah.
True.
Because the ones that are really rare, people buy like 6 or 7 of them as quickly as they can.
Yeah.
So and they just sell, sort of thing.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, I mean, I think we've come to the end of the show. In all fairness, so
That's a fucking show, boys.
I know. We've done well, lads. We've done well. So I mean, Maarten, man, where can we find all your jazz, bro?
Sorry, what did you say?
Where can we find
He's asleep.
all of your jazz? Like
Well,
all your social media and stuff.
well, of course, you can always look at the website excamedia.nl to find the latest news and the latest demos of our games. We also have a dev blog, a developers blog. It's called At the Heart of Gaming at .blogspot.com and devblog excamedia.blogspot.com. Oh, that's a whole mouthful.
Yeah, it is.
Well, of course, you can find us at Twitter, Excamedia. We also have Instagram, official_Excamedia. What else there? Oh, yes, of course, Twitch.
Oh, yes.
Twitch.tv/Excamedia for our Twitch live streams every Thursday. And regularly, we're going to give away games like Black Mesa or other games.
I can never join you at the time that you stream. It's so annoying. Because I'm always at work at that time.
That sucks, man. That sucks. Maybe they can give you some slack at work, you know?
The thing is that I could watch it, but there's a weird like network restriction that I can't look at the chat. The chat doesn't load, but the video does.
Oh, really? Then
so that's why I'm like, no, I'm not gonna bother. Then I can't even like chime in and talk. I'm just.
Then I believe that you guys are using an old version of Java at the office.
Oh, probably more than likely. It's bloody annoying.
It can be annoying. I have that problem too at work when if I use the live stream, I cannot see the chat because of that. So it can be the case. But just type in on Google Excamedia. There's so many things to find about us. Support us on Greenlight, of course. Search Nanos on Steam. Then you can find us and vote for us on Greenlight so we can get this epic brick baking game on Steam.
Awesome, man.
And check out E3 because you might be seeing Vertigon VR on our news website or gaming website.
Yeah, man.
That'd be good.
And I mean, hopefully, we'll work on something for E3. I mean, I think we need to do some extra casts or something. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see how it goes.
Exactly. We are planning with the team
Mhm.
maybe a game night, an E3 game night where we all night play games together and have
Nice.
fun, and then we're all gonna watch the E3 press conferences.
Nice, man.
I want to do that, man. But like the week of E3 is like my busiest schedule at work I've ever
Always, right?
seen. So like,
Yeah.
I don't even know if I'm going to be able to watch any of it. But
Yeah, I know what you mean, man.
It might
we
make
need
the
to
boss think, E3 is coming. Let's give them hell.
we need to plan a trip to the Netherlands.
Yes, we do.
For
We've been
sure.
Germany.
Yes.
We need to take over the Netherlands.
Yeah, no, we need to do it. We need to do it.
You mean the Netherlands?
Yeah, I'm
Did
actually,
they-
I'm actually looking maybe at a November trip.
Oh, great.
That's my plan at the moment.
You need
I'm on
to
that.
plan that a bit carefully if you want to visit us because we might be at South Korea again
Oh, really?
because we got a chance to attend the G Star Expo. That's the biggest expo in Asia
Oh,
with
nice, man.
games.
All right, well, we'll work it out. We'll work it out another time, man. But yeah, that's
What-
really cool that you're gonna be going there, though.
Yeah, that'd be
Nice one.
awesome. I'm looking forward to it.
Wicked, man, wicked.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. So, got always the jet setting Martin at the moment. What's this?
Fucking hell, man.
Jet set Martin.
And the flight back was so disastrous. I didn't sleep for 29 hours.
What? What
Ooh.
happened, man?
Us at 8 o'clock, well, 7 o'clock I got up. So I packed everything the night before that because I want to, relax. So, okay, I took a shower, took a breakfast at the hotel restaurant.
Yeah.
Then I went upstairs, then went for a taxi to go to the airport. But I didn't realize, but I have to anyway, there was a rush hour. So the whole highway was jammed with cars. So the guy in Korean started to like blah 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 straight, blah 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 left, so or right. What are you talking about? I don't understand Korean. Whatever, you choose. Then we were like for a couple of minutes we just stood there with the other cars being traffic jammed together. Then suddenly he just pulled the gas and he went right on to the emergency lane and really hit the gas really hard to get off the freeway and take an alternative route. But later on, I heard from my friend that was basically he wanted to ask me in Korean, "Do you want me to stay in the traffic jam and wait longer, or do you want me to take the emergency lane?" If I said take the emergency lane and he did that and he got a ticket, I had to pay because I gave him permission to use the emergency lane. So I'm glad afterwards I didn't say anything at all. Just I don't know. You decide.
Oh,
So
Fair enough.
that. But anyway, 1 hour for wild drive in Seoul was really amazing. I saw the life flashing before my eyes around 3 times. Yeah, it was bizarre. I mean, it's chaotic. It really, the rush hour here in Netherlands, it's nothing compared to that. Really. So anyway, I just got there and I had to wait for my flight to Beijing. Okay, that went well, but I had to wait until 12 o'clock. Then I got the plane. So I was already awake from 7 o'clock to 12 o'clock. Then 1:30, I arrive in the airport in Beijing. Okay. However, I had to wait until 1 o'clock in the midnight before my flight to Amsterdam.
Oh, man.
Fuck that.
So, okay, I was wasting my time by walking around, eating, because you're going to do that in Asia. So, eat again.
Yeah.
You did some shopping in the airport, but yeah, after half an hour you did that already. So, just walking around and if you see each floor 10 times, then you're really bored. So, okay, let's entertain myself. Let's eat again. Do something. So in the end, 12 o'clock, midnight, I thought, great, I'm going to go to the gate, get some shopping, get boarding. So I was waiting there. And suddenly, okay, 1 o'clock. My flight was to start boarding now. Nope, because it became 2 o'clock. 1 hour delay. Okay. Then it became 2 hour delay.
Oh, man.
Then it became 3 hours delay. Then 4 hours delay. Then they gave us, to compensate, they gave us a snack. Like really dry package of dry biscuits.
Oh, man.
At 3:30 in the
Soggy
morning.
biscuits.
So eventually, I got on the plane and we left 4:30 in the middle of the night. So I was
Oh, man.
7 o'clock in the morning to 4:30 in the middle of the night, local time, And I had to fly back for 10 hours to Amsterdam.
Oh,
Do you know what you needed,
man.
Martin? You needed an executive neck pillow, like the one I did for the Germany trip.
What?
Oh,
Executive.
he's
You
a-
can sleep
he's a-
anywhere in this
He's
thing.
actually busted it out as well. He's still got it.
It's there. Oh,
Yeah.
this thing is fucking amazing, mate. I found a really good use for it. So I have a massage chair esque thing you can put over a chair.
Mhm.
However, if I push this really tight and then put it against here, it literally just like digs into my shoulders. So
Okay.
yeah, this thing. I also make sweet love to it sometimes.
It
Okay.
kind of looks like
Okay.
it as well.
Yeah. I see the holes here and there. But anyway, yeah, it was an awful long travel to the Netherlands, but I got it here.
Well, good man. We're glad that you got back and were able to join us on the show as well. So, but yeah, I mean, thank you for joining us once again, Martin. It was an absolute
inviting-
pleasure as always.
Likewise, my man. I mean, it's epic to be on your show.
Excellent, man. Well, Mike, should we wrap this baby up?
Wrap it up, mate.
Well, if you'd like to take part in this conversation, you can either post on our Facebook wall at facebook.com/gameoveryear.
You can tweet us at Game Over Yeah. Go over, yeah.
Yeah. You can drop us an email at contact@gameoveryear.net.
Most important place, we all know where it is, gameoveryear.net. If it's not your homepage, what are you doing right
I know,
now?
sort it out already. Sort
Sort
it
it
out.
Son!
Anyway, thank you for joining us, and until next time, game over,
Game over,
yeah.
yeah.